Are you in a bad mood because Ghostbusters was shit? Oh, I saw the Ghostbusters movie. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted it to be like really, really, really fucking shit, because then I could come back and it would look like I'm being like really fair on both sides, and I'm being like, you know, guys, even though I said that it wasn't necessarily shit because of the trailer, it was actually really bad, and then I could say that. But actually, the movie was okay. That's really it. There's not like a huge thing. It wasn't like the best movie I've ever seen, but it wasn't anywhere close to bad. I don't regret seeing it. I don't regret seeing it in theaters. The cameos were really, really, really cute. All of the Dan Aykroyd and the Sigourney Weaver and the Bill Murray, all of the cameos were really cute. And then the writing and dialogue is what you would expect from how is the guy's name? It's Paul Feig or whatever. More or less, if you liked Bridesmaids and you like Spy, you'll probably like the Ghostbusters movie. It's decent. Destiny, how empty was the movie theater when you saw Ghostbusters? I mean, fairly empty, but outside of like launch night of a movie, I guess a lot of people that are like on the hardcore Kotaku and action side don't know this because you guys don't actually go out to movies or have any friends to go see movies with, which is entirely possible, right? But a lot of movies past like literally day one are fairly empty after the first day. Like even AAA movies are literally pretty empty in theaters after the first weekend or like after the first like day or two of launch. I mean, I guess it makes sense that a lot of the people that are like super hardcore on the hate everything having to do with whatever have literally never actually gone out to see a movie before, except for like Lord of the Rings on launch day or whatever with your fucking elf hobbit shirt or whatever, but not in a big town. Where do you live, dog? My city has like 1 million people in it. It's a fairly decent sized city. If you live outside of the United States, then I guarantee you that my city is bigger than whatever fucking Euro poor village you fucking live in. Fucking kill yourself. What? Unless you're like, what are you in fucking Seattle or Boston or fucking New York? Fucking kill yourself, dude. Well, maybe in Omaha, try saying that to someone from California or New York. Yeah, because the entire state of California and the entire fucking upstate New York is full of massive fucking cities. Fuck off. Ah, dude, I don't want to fucking... Can we not, dude? Can we not? Why is Destiny in such a bad mood? Because I already know that if I start talking about this shit, I'm gonna be in a fucking bad mood. I don't give a fuck, dude. People are fucking stupid. Everybody's a fucking idiot. I didn't even fucking realize it. I take back everything that I said. I thought I was really stupid growing up, but now I realize that I wasn't as stupid as I thought. It's just the people that I agreed with were really fucking stupid. How many times have you heard some fucking retarded fucking white kid say some stupid shit like, I don't care what the main character looks like. I don't care what the I don't care what the main character looks like. I don't care what the gender is. Like, why should it matter? It doesn't matter. Like, as long as like just immerse yourself, like just have some imagination. How many times do your fucking white guys say this shit, and then as soon as a movie comes out with women, they're fucking losing their fucking minds? But I honestly feel that way. Like, I don't give a fuck if I play a game or I watch a movie where the main character is a female or a person of color. Like, that's never bothered me. I don't know, because I actually do feel that way. I don't care if it's another dude. Maybe that's because I never strongly identified with the culture, because I think culture or nationalism, all that shit is for retards anyway, and I just kind of do my own thing. I don't know. Maybe everybody's different, but like the amount of people flipping fucking shit because a movie has like a female cast is actually like unbelievable. Like, I thought you guys were all the people saying that it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, that shouldn't be a big deal anyway. You just define it by the story. But it seems like fucking white dudes are the maddest fucking people whenever that fucking stereotype is challenged. Like, holy shit, dude. I don't know, man. Maybe, but who knows, dude? Maybe that's just me. I think the blatant racism is worse than there being 4 female characters. The blatant racism of a fucking black woman, and was this even said in New York? I don't know. Was it of a fucking black woman acting like a fucking black woman? What the fuck, dude? Yeah, man. How many times? No, that's actually a really good point, because if you go around like Reddit threads and shit, you see a ton of people saying things like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. These guys are not very funny. Have you ever seen their fucking stand-up? Like, it's so much racial humor, dude. Like Dave Chappelle, oh god, so much fucking racial humor there. Like, Jesus Christ. Sometimes I wish that Chappelle and fucking would just look to people like Louis C.K. and Dane Cook, the real good comedians like Dane Cook, to find non-racial jokes. Like, the fact that they would have a black woman doing some stereotypically black woman things, god, it's so fucking horrible. Like, man, dude, god, just so bad, dude. Just so bad. Oh god. Ugh. I honestly, those are some of the biggest turnoffs for me, like, in the entire movie, dude. It's not the female cast, Destiny. It's because they shamelessly rebooted a great franchise with shitty characters and dialogue. I mean, it wasn't total shit. It was just it was an okay movie. I don't think it was the best movie I ever saw, but it was okay. But I mean, like, damn, people weren't this fucking mad when Ghostbusters 2 came out, and that wasn't even a reboot. It was just a total shit sequel. Destiny strawmanning hard as fuck. Most people were pissed off about Ghostbusters being remade at all, and from the fucking retards responsible for Bridesmaids made it even worse. Bridesmaids was a sick as fuck film, okay? It might not be your type of comedy, but Bridesmaids was pretty sick, dude. It's not like the original was a masterpiece. The original Ghostbusters was a pretty good movie. I'll give it that. I enjoyed the original Ghostbusters a lot. Ghostbusters 2, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I even enjoyed Ghostbusters 2 a little bit. I wouldn't hold up Ghostbusters 2 as being like a masterpiece or anything, but I thought it was okay. And this movie was probably better than Ghostbusters 2. I like the style of dialogue that the Paul Feig or whatever guy does. I also like a lot of kind of like the stoner comedy movies, like Pineapple Express and shit like that. A lot of the who's that fat actor dude, the Interview, those types of movies and that type of dialogue, personally I think is funny. I think if you think that type of dialogue is funny, you'll probably like the Paul Feig movies, but maybe not. I don't really know. It's really hard to tell right now, like how many people just genuinely don't like that kind of writing versus how many people just really don't like women comedians. I really can't tell anymore, dude. I can't tell at all. Oh, Seth Rogen, is that what yeah. How was Chris Hemsworth? I heard good things about him in Ghostbusters. He was pretty funny. It was pretty good. His role was pretty good. Damn, does a medkit heal you to full? Holy shit. But yeah, a not very full movie theater in Destiny's Metropolis Super City on Saturday of release is bad. I don't care what Destiny mocks about, you autists don't leave the house. Movie theaters aren't always full, which is true, but typically not release weekend. I don't know, dude. I've seen some I wish I could remember offhand, but I've seen some pretty famous, like AAA movie studio movies that have been released on like the Saturday or Sunday after the Friday whatever release day, and the theaters have been surprisingly not ultra packed. Maybe that's just me. I don't know who in chat is actually like a kissless virgin that's never been out before. Is Ghostbusters actually doing okay in theaters? I don't know. Wikipedia, click Ghostbusters, box office. What do you even look up to find this movie? Oh, this right here. 144 million, box office is only 17.2. I don't know how it's doing right now. Box office mojo. Now heading towards a 44.5 million weekend opening after winning Friday. Is this good? I don't know if this is good. I don't know fuck all about. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens after. This movie is significantly more expensive than anything that he has tried to do before, though. I'm pretty sure. I feel like Bridesmaids and Spy. Spy was probably more expensive than Bridesmaids to make, huh? This movie had a budget of 65 million. Bridesmaids must have been less than that. Yeah, 32.5 million. Damn, what a turnover, dude. Holy shit. The amount of CGI and everything, and the fucking stunts and shit probably pushed the cost of this movie up quite a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hey Destiny, what are your favorite 80s movies? And then I'm gonna suggest them to be remade. How do you feel about that? Listen, here's how I feel. I don't give a fuck, but that's because I'm not a fucking man-child. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck, dude. You know what my favorite game of all time is? Of all the history of all fucking time? Is fucking Final Fantasy VII. I love that fucking game. Crisis Core was fucking shit. Advent Children was absolutely fucking horrible. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children was garbage. Oh my god, Cloud Strife's soft fucking skin, the weirdest fuck flying, Sephiroth looking like a fucking Korean model and the flying around with the swords and everything. Oh my fucking god, what a horrible movie. But you know what? None of that takes away from the fact that I really like Final Fantasy VII. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, what's your mindset when something that you really like gets remade, and then do you really just not like the original? Like, does it really happen to you? I really liked Final Fantasy VII. Nothing is going to ever be able to take that from me. Yeah, the FF7 remake is probably going to be pretty fucking bad too. I'm not going to lie. I have high hopes just because I love Final Fantasy, but it's probably going to be fucking bad too. But you know what, dude? I don't give a fuck, man. If it's fucking bad, it's bad. It's whatever, dude. It's not like I lost out on anything, and there's a chance that it could be good. So yeah, whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't understand how it can make you so upset for somebody to remake something and then the remake is bad. Like, what? It's fucking unnecessary to get remade. It's entertainment. Nothing is necessary in entertainment. If you don't like it, then just don't look at it. Why do you think the Final Fantasy VII remake's gonna be bad? Just because I don't know, dude. Everything having to do with Final Fantasy VII past the first game. The anime was actually okay. Although I watched that a long time ago, so I don't, maybe if I rewatched it now, I wouldn't like it. I'm not sure. Oh god, Dirge of Cerberus? That was the PS2 game starring Vincent? I didn't actually play Crisis Core, I just read everything about it. I think I wanted to play it, but it wasn't... Was Crisis Core a mobile game? Oh dude, it's been a long fucking time, I don't know. They also use heaps of low-tier quality actors. Who is a low-tier quality actor in this movie?
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
The Twin Snakes is better than the original Metal Gear Solid. Nostalgia fags BTFO don't even argue about lack of difficulty. Snake does flips and shit. Hopefully MGS3 is remade and the boss is a 25-year-old factoid Azoff.
Oh god. Oh, PSP, I didn't have a PSP. I don't know. Listen, man, if you liked Spy and you liked Bridesmaids and you're going to see the new Ghostbusters, you'll probably like it. Honestly, it was an okay movie. It was an okay movie and the cameos were really well done. All of the cameos were super adorable. Yeah, it wasn't like an amazing movie. I didn't come out thinking like, oh my god, dude, that was fucking so sick. But it was okay. I thought it was okay. I don't regret saying it. Was it worse than Spy or Bridesmaids? Probably. I really liked Bridesmaids, and I also thought that Spy was really well done too. I would say that it's probably it's probably of the major studio movies he's done, it's probably his worst. But I mean, that's not saying much. Because I thought Spy and Bridesmaids are two really really funny movies. So I don't know. Destiny, back at it again with the anti-Reddit contrarian point of view. Yes. Yes, I love that right now in my subreddit, there are literally people frothing at the mouth saying that every opinion I have is just regurgitated from Reddit. And then whenever I argue something to the contrary, I'm just trying to be contrarian to Reddit. Whew. Can never win. Does it not bother? I don't know. One of the things that really, 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 really bothers me is that I have a really hard time taking certain stances about getting people that agree with me that are either lying about agreeing with me or that are just really fucking retarded and I don't want them agreeing with me. Every single time I tweet anything critical of Black Lives Matter is because I think they're a disgusting fucking group. I get all these people tweeting at me that agree with me and are praising what I'm saying, and then I go and I look through their fucking tweet history and it's literally like Trump, 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 fuck niggers, like all over. Like look at these guys chimping out. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. So like, what do I just never say anything critical of BLM? Because if I do, like, these are the kinds of people that are gonna join up to fucking, like, oh my god, I can't fucking stand that. I used to be one of the people that would always say, and I still do stand by it, I really don't care what a main character looks like in a video game. It doesn't bother me. I don't care if I'm playing a female lead. I don't care. What games have I played where I've played a female lead? Have I ever even played one before? I'm not even sure. I don't care if they're old or young or whatever. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't bother me. Maybe, again, maybe like I don't personally feel like I have a strong cultural identity. I'm not like proud of my country or proud of my race, or I don't care. I'm just kind of an isolated dude that's whatever. But I always used to be one of the people saying like, well, why do you care so much what the main character looks like? Like, just, you know, just immerse yourself or whatever, dude. It shouldn't be a big deal. Like, why is that like the defining characteristic of who you are, is whether they're white or male or female? Like, does it really matter that much? And I saw a whole bunch of people saying that, and it's like, oh, well, I guess all these other people must be an enlightened fedora tipper like I am. But then like, oh yeah, Parasite Eve, those games were sick. But then when I read all these people that are so fucking mad that the FIFA main character is black and they're not going to be able to immerse themselves in the story, they literally 300 points on that thread where some guy was saying the main character in the campaign mode is black. How am I supposed to immerse myself? It's like, dog, haven't you been saying that to black people for like the past like 3 decades? That it shouldn't be a big deal if the main character is white, and now it bothers you that there's one black main character? Like, are you actually serious right now? Like, I don't know. So now, like, any time I say anything and somebody agrees with me, I have to think of like, what's the most fucking retarded person that could manage to agree with my particular point of view? Because that could be this person. Oh, I played the Resident Evil games. I didn't like those games ever, though. Oh, I'm sorry. What do you think about the Hateful Eight? I thought that the Hateful Eight had some of the fucking sickest cinematography fucking ever. Some of the shots were sick as fuck. The set design and the wardrobe and the dialogue was sick as fuck, was so good. But I really just didn't like the movie at all. I thought the story and the plot were fucking horrible. They were horribly handled. The Hateful Eight has been one of the like movies I've been probably the most torn on in a long time. That's a movie that I could have like had been one of my absolute favorite movies. I don't even like that style of movie, but I think Quentin Tarantino butchered the fuck out of that story. Absolutely horribly mishandled it. The set design of the whole entire house, yeah, the snowy shit outside, like when the camera moves outside and the camera's all fucked and snowy and everybody's wearing the big fucking coats, and inside the fucking door and the piano and everything, like, I don't know, I thought that the set and everything was just really cool. It felt like the, what's the word I'm looking for? The atmosphere of the movie was like really sick throughout the entire time, I thought. The audio in all of his movies is always really good, so when they're moving the mugs and everything around, like all of that shit. Do I like any horror movies? I grew up watching horror movies, dude. I watched every fucking horror movie there was growing up, man. I watched the Hellraiser, the guy with the pins in his head. I watched all the Child's Play movies, all the Freddy Krueger movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, all of the Puppet Master movies. Fuck, the Dentist, the Birds, the Bees. Yeah, I don't know. If there was a horror movie growing up, if there was like an 80s, 90s horror movie, I watched it. I know I did growing up. I haven't seen as many recent ones. I've seen, I think, all the Saw films and shit. Oh, Tremors and Tremors 2. The dudes that crept along in the ground and shit. Chucky is Child's Play. That's what the dog was. Or the doll, not the dog. My bad. I was having fun trying to figure out who the bad dudes were, but halfway through the movie, that shit hit the fan and you knew who the bad dudes were. That was the problem. The biggest problem. It was almost like a joke, was that as soon as something happened, right before the intermission or something, Tarantino started to do a voiceover saying, like, did you notice blah, 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 blah. And you were like, oh my God, that was so cool, because I thought you were going to get to see like one of those kind of like the old like mystery murder thing dinners that you'd go together. You'd go to like a large group of people and there'd be like a mystery murder thing. And you'd spend the rest of the movie trying to figure it out. And that's kind of like what it seemed would have happened with that movie. We were going to spend the next like hour trying to figure out, well, who's the killer? And it was going to be a lot of fun. But then everything is revealed in like 5 minutes. Why? Right? It was so bizarre. Like, Quentin Tarantino made it sound like we were going to spend the next like hour of the movie trying to figure out what's going on, but then everything gets revealed like instantly, and it's like, well, okay. I mean, that's kind of. Yeah, Blake, yes. Yeah. I agree with that. The first half of the movie seems to set up the nice chess game type theme, but then it develops into just shooting everyone. Yeah, I agree. The first half of the Eightful Eight was, oh my God, like it would have probably been. I'm not a big like, oh, I love Tarantino. I'm not one of those people, but I think I do like every Tarantino movie I've ever seen, quite a bit even. But I don't think I'm a Tarantino fanboy. But I think that probably would have been my favorite Tarantino movie if he had continued along the premise that he seemed to set up. But then everything just devolved into typical Tarantino shitfest, like way, way, way too fast. I never understood the point of the movie being out of order. I don't understand. It just felt pretentious to me. But I guess the movie was good. I like the movie. It seems you watch a lot of movies, but miss on. I haven't seen a lot of movies. There's a lot of movies that I haven't seen that I probably should have seen. And TV shows, I don't know, it's just a big time investment. The problem with TV shows, I used to watch more, but that's because I played things like at MUDs and I played like RuneScape and shit, so I could just put something on my other monitor. Well, back in the day, it was all on the same monitor and just watch it. But these days, I can't really watch film or TV shows while I'm streaming. Like, it would take away from streaming. Did I like District 9? Not really. I didn't really like District 9 at all. I know that some people really like that movie. Teresa really liked that movie. Apparently some people in chat really like the movie. I don't know. I just didn't like District 9 that much. It was okay. Memento is out of order and it is fucking sick. I don't agree. I think Memento was a pretty shit movie. Okay, I had to let that one wrestle through the chat. Memento was out of order for sure, but Memento was out of order for a very distinct reason, right? It was very obvious. Like Memento has to be out of order for you to appreciate the movie, and the way that it's set up and everything is super fucking sick, right? When you find out at the end that the guy, like, and it delivers a really powerful message, like the theme of the movie and everything totally makes sense. The guy's lying to himself to what is happiness and is anything even real? Like, I don't know. Memento is a really, really sick. Memento, it delivers a lot of the same kind of questioning as like Inception does, really, right? Like, what does it mean to actually be happy? And does it matter if your happiness is fictitious or not? Like, Memento is really sick, and the reason why it's shot out of order, I keep saying shot out of order, but shown out of order. But Pulp Fiction, I don't understand why Pulp Fiction was shown out of order. I don't get the same. Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me? Is there like a reason? I don't actually know. I don't know. I never understood why Pulp Fiction is shown out of order. Is there actually a reason why? I watched the movie a second time and I never like felt like, oh, that's why it's shot out of order or shown out of order. What is one of your favorite movies? I don't know. I've got a few movies that I like. I really, really like Pan's Labyrinth is probably my favorite movie of all time. Holy fuck, that movie was so fucking sick. Have you seen Apocalypse Now? No, I haven't. It's a movie that I probably should have seen, though. I loved The Departed. But The Departed wasn't out of order at all. The Departed was so fucking sick. Fuck me, dude. Ooh. The Departed was so sick. What did you like about Pan's Labyrinth? I thought that Pan's Labyrinth was pretty ambitious. It was shown to like American audiences and they kept it in Spanish. Like when I remember watching Pan's Labyrinth, like I don't even remember sometimes if the movie was actually in Spanish, right? I mean, you had to read the subtitles and shit, but it's not even something that stands out to me. Like, I don't know. I thought it was cool that they kept it in the original Spanish. I don't know, the contrast between the fantasy world and the real world and the intermingling of all of them, especially towards the end, was really cool, right? It dealt with themes of innocence versus harsh reality in a really cool way. Like, the main character was too young to be dealing with any kind of teenage angst, so like the innocence and everything was played out really well, and it wasn't done in like a shonen-esque kind of way, but in a more universal, like childlike kind of way, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I really, really like Pan's Labyrinth. That movie was sick. I thought that was sick.
It's out of order because he did it once in Reservoir Dogs and never got his foot off the pedal. Bonus Mimi.
Yeah. I don't actually remember Reservoir Dogs at all. I remember the dude gets his ear cut off and set on fire. I don't remember anything else about that movie. Shutter Island was pretty good. The ending quote is really, 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 really sick. But, I think the ending quote makes Shutter Island like a pretty sick movie. But without that, I wouldn't care as much. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much stock into that. Honestly, I don't remember what The Gangs of New York was about, but I remember liking it a lot. That had Daniel Day-Lewis and Leonardo in it, right? I didn't watch The Great Gatsby. I saw There Will Be Blood. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like There Will Be Blood at all. I thought it was so boring. It dragged really hard for me. There were a lot of memorable lines, and the performance from Daniel Day-Lewis is obviously really good. But I really didn't like it. I just didn't like it at all. It dragged so hard for me. Am I a bad person for saying that? I watched it just because it had Daniel Day-Lewis in it. Because he's so sick. And his performance was really, really, really good. It was. But, man, I don't know. I really didn't like that movie. I don't remember watching Old Country Before Old Men. I remember reading the book. I might have watched the movie. Oh, yeah, because it had the Men in Black guy. Tommy Lee Jones in it, maybe? I don't remember. I didn't like the book or the movie of No Country for Old Men, though. That was another movie that I didn't understand. The plot was so intentionally anticlimactic that I felt blue-balled hardcore by it. Shawshank Redemption is sick as fuck. Yeah, of course. I don't think it's possible to... is it possible to not like Shawshank Redemption? Wolf of Wall Street was sick as fuck. That movie was so sick. The pacing on that movie was crazy. Isn't that like a 3-hour film? I saw, obviously, Whiplash was sick as fuck. Whiplash is like the fastest 90 minutes or whatever I've ever seen in my life, dude. I couldn't even believe the movie was over that fast. Holy shit. Like, the second and third act of that film, like, absolutely, in like 2 minutes, it's over. You, holy shit. That movie, the pacing of that movie was so fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, I've never met a person in my life that didn't like Shawshank Redemption. What did I think of Kill Bill? I really liked Kill Bill. Kill Bill was sick as fuck. I like that Kill Bill Part 1 and Part 2 were both very, very different, but I still liked both parts of it.
What did you learn after you got past the story stuff? And is that what is best about even Pulp Fiction?
Is that 60 minutes?
Where you got beyond the story stuff.
Well, no, to me, I actually think one of my strengths is my storytelling.
Yeah.
Because I actually am committing to telling a story. It was
because you're a writer?
More as a viewer,
Okay.
more the fact that I just like, I like it when somebody tells me a story, and I actually really feel that that's becoming like a lost art in
But
American
everybody
cinema.
says about you, I mean, other than, there are things that come out about you. One is a video arcade story, and growing up with your mother and loving the movies and seeing, they always talk about carnal knowledge. And the other thing that comes out is when they talk about you, and I want to talk about this a little bit later, but it is that you, in a sense, have taken novelistic techniques.
Very much so, very much
And
so.
translated them to filmmaking,
Yes,
to
exactly.
cinema.
No, I know, that's the thing, is because to me, most movies that you see now, I mean, that used to be the thing about America, was the fact that Hollywood, forget America, Hollywood. Hollywood used to, that's what we did better than anybody else in the world. We told a really good story,
right.
Europe was where you had character-based films or mood-based films, but America, we told a story. We're the worst at it now, as far as I'm concerned.
And
All right.
telling a story.
Telling a story. We don't tell a story. We tell a situation. Most of the movies that you see nowadays, and I'm not a Hollywood basher, because enough good movies come out of the Hollywood system every year to justify its existence, but without any apologies. However, a good majority of movies that come out, all right, you pretty much know everything you're going to see in the movie by the first 10 or 20 minutes. Now, that's not a story. A story is something that constantly unfolds. I'm not talking about like this quick left turn or a quick right turn or a big surprise. I'm talking about it unfolds, all right?
Yeah, but you don't believe in a linear storytelling.
Well, it's not. It's not so much I don't believe in it. It's the situation. It's not the fact that I'm on this big crusade against linear storytelling. All right, but it's the thing is, it's not the only game in town.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, the bottom line is, all right, my storyline jumps all over the place.
Right.
In Pulp
Back and
Fiction.
forward.
Yeah, back and forward. Now the thing is, the truth of the matter is, if I had written Pulp Fiction as a novel and I was on your show, you would never even remotely bring up the structure.
Flashbacks or whatever it was.
You would never bring it up, all right? Because it's like a novel can do that no problem. Novelists have always had just a complete freedom to pretty much tell their story any way they saw fit, all right? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Now the thing is, for both novels and film, 75% of the stories you're going to tell will work better on a dramatic basis, on a dramatically engaging basis, to be told from a linear way. But there is that 25% out there that can be more resonant by telling it this way. And I think in the case of both Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, it gains a lot more resonance being told in this kind of like wild way.
But is it also because that wild way keeps the audience on the edge of the seat? I mean, you have talked about the use of violence.
Right.
And it is, in a sense, you want that viewer, that person watching your film, experiencing the film, to be on the edge of the seat.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I
But everybody does. But
Did I watch
you
Good Will
believe that the
Hunting?
techniques
No,
you
I haven't.
employ
I've never
do
seen
that.
it. That's pretty
Yes,
bad.
I do. I mean, but the thing is, it's not even just so much. I mean, the thing is, I know as a viewer, the minute I start getting confused, I check out of the movie. Emotionally, I'm severed.
Confused.
Yeah, if when I'm watching a movie and all of a sudden something starts happening where all of a sudden the storyline and everything is, it gets confusing. I don't know where I'm at when I'm watching it. I think an audience has like this, like almost like umbilical cord to the screen, and it gets severed when confusion comes in.
And therefore you lose them.
Exactly. And the thing is, most of the time, when I get confused and that's severed, it's basically because I'm not supposed to be confused. All right, that's like it's a mistake. All right. However, if you get confused, there's no problem with being momentarily confused if you feel you're in good hands. All right. And I don't think my movie, and disagree if you please, is that I don't think Pulp Fiction, for all of its goings in and around
how
and
many
up and
different
down.
stories?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how was Interstellar? Interstellar is close as I can give it a 10. It has glaringly fucking horrible flaws. but it still gets like a fucking 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for me, because some of the things, what that movie does poorly, it does so poorly, but what it does well, it does so fucking well. Oh my fucking god, dude. Fuck. Oh, Interstellar is like one of my great disappointment movies, because there are some themes that are just so fucking stupid, with just Nolan going full fucking retard because he's gotten too crazy and out there with his films. But oh my god, dude. The ending of the movie was retarded, and everything having to do about love transcending all of the physics or whatever is so stupid. But like some of the scenes, oh my god, the docking scene, like that's gotta be like a classic fucking, like 20 years from now. Will people have forgotten that scene? Like, do you think this is one of our guys or is this an enemy? Keoki. Oh, it's one of our, how do you kill 2 animals? What a beast, dude. God, the docking scene, that was so fucking sick. Holy shit, right? The docking scene was sick as fuck, and that planet with the waves, those aren't mountains, those are waves. Oh my god, holy fuck. When you're in a theater and the camera is like here and then it goes up and you fucking, oh my god, like all of the space shots in Interstellar were absolutely fucking perfect. It's close to perfect. Oh man, dude, I don't know. Interstellar just did some things so fucking well. Interstellar did something so well. I thought The Martian was okay. The Martian to me is kind of like a meh movie. It was okay. It wasn't bad at all. But I mean, it wasn't like amazing. It was just kind of meh. Did you ever see Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash film? No, I didn't actually. I thought The Martian was way better than Interstellar. Oh no, dude. I would take up a paid debate to argue that there's no way, no possible way could you objectively defend that opinion. I don't believe it. You might be able to say like subjectively maybe you didn't like the Interstellar for some amount of reasons, but no way. The Interstellar was more impressive than The Martian on almost every single level. Like, not even close. It's not even like a close meme.
Hello Destiny, have you seen The Departed? What about any animated movies from Japan? And I'm talking from people like Satoshi Kon and other actual high-tier directors, not generic anime.
Not by Miyazaki, those don't count. I watched Princess Mononoke a long time ago, but I was really young, so I don't think that counts. I don't remember enough about it. I think the Samurai X Trust and Betrayal OVA is probably my favorite animated thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. I watched Ponyo. I thought Ponyo was really cute. Growing up, I thought that was really nice. I saw an animated movie. It might have been by the Ghibli whatever studio, but not Miyazaki himself, called The Cat Returns. I watched that movie. I thought that movie was really cute. You fucking cuck piece of shit. Have you ever seen Contact, 1997? I think I might have. That had that one woman as the lead actor, and it was about UFO people, maybe? Right? And they talked to him using colors? Damn, dude, I must have been like fucking 8 years old when I saw that movie. Holy shit. No, 9, I guess? Jodie Foster? Yeah. I don't remember anything about Contact. Oh, I might be thinking of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, my bad. I don't know. Dude, those are some old movies, dude. I don't fucking remember. Opinion on the new... Listen, I really didn't like the new Mad Max movie that much. I thought it was... I actually just didn't think it was really that good at all. I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't understand. I don't even understand the hype behind it. I'm not sure. That's like a really big mystery to me. Like, usually if I don't like a film, I can at least understand why everybody else liked the film, but I just actually didn't understand why everybody else liked it at all. I really didn't get it. I'm not sure. Like, when everybody says it was fucking sick, like, when you think of fucking sick, like, which parts were fucking sick? Like, the whole movie, the dude was just running away from the guys, and then he talked to the dudes, and they drove the trucks a lot. I'm not sure, dude. I don't know, maybe that's just not a movie for me. Set and costume design? Yeah, the set and costume design were pretty cool. And the fact that I think they actually built, I think a lot of those vehicles were, like, real. Like, they actually built the vehicles and shit for filming, which is pretty cool, but... Did you know that you can watch the movie without sound and still understand? I mean, that's not surprising. There's not really any story whatsoever to the movie. I mean, that's not really I don't think that's an accomplishment, no?
So you would say you are into sci-fi movies, but more of the ones that explore scientific and existential themes like Interstellar. Ones where you wear your fedora to and do lots of tipping.
Yeah, dude. I didn't see Civil War yet. Oh, I was supposed to say that in theaters, and we never did. Do you like Guillermo del Toro movies? I'm not sure. I like Pan's Labyrinth. I watched Her, and that one was okay-ish. Prometheus was literal trash tier. I saw Creed. I thought Creed was okay. Actually, I liked Creed. I thought Creed was way better than Rocky, whatever Rocky 5 or whatever it was called. I think it was just called Rocky Balboa or whatever. I thought Creed did what that movie was trying to do, but it did it way, 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 way better. I actually thought Creed was pretty good. I liked Creed. I actually liked Creed quite a bit. Yeah, no, I liked Creed. I wouldn't say that Creed was a meh okay movie. I thought Creed was pretty good. How about the recent James Bond movies? Casino Royale, I don't know. I don't like Bond super agent or secret agent memes as much as I like the Taken guy or like Jason Bourne. I like that kind of secret agent movie thing more. But in terms of like as films go, Casino Royale was really good. Casino Royale was really good, and which Bond movie did they have the big fight out in like that house at the end with the old dude? That one was really sick. I really thought the ending, the whole third act or whatever, fourth act, whatever you would call it, because that was quite a long movie. And then they end everything in the church. I thought that was pretty sick. Was that Skyfall? Some of the things in that movie I think were a little bit kind of sort of silly-ish. And then Bond wrestling with his age and everything. Like, I thought overall Skyfall was pretty sick. And then there was the one afterwards. I don't remember what it was called. I didn't like that one very much. I thought that was kind of, I'm not sure. I almost think that, fuck, I feel like I'm pissed off James Bond purists. I feel like Skyfall, how did Skyfall end? I feel like Skyfall would have been a really good James Bond to end on, I think. But maybe that's just because I really didn't like Spectre. I don't know. I really didn't like Spectre. I don't even remember like hardly anything from it. I just remember thinking it was super meh. But I thought that Skyfall would have been a pretty sick one to end things on. You watched the Matrix trilogy? Yeah, I thought all the movies were pretty good. Obviously, nothing can match, you know, the original Matrix in terms of originality and freshness, uniqueness of the concept. But I didn't think that the last two movies were as absolutely fucking horrible as everybody seems to say they are. Did you like Seven? Yeah, that movie was pretty good. I guess I have seen like a fair number of movies, right? I saw Ex Machina, and I really, really, really hated Ex Machina. I hated Ex Machina. God damn it. Ex Machina was a pretty good film. Ex Machina was actually a pretty good film, but it set itself up. I've said all of this on stream before. Welcome to the fucking rebroadcast stream. Ex Machina set itself up to be what an awesome fucking concept. Like, the idea of it, the way that it modeled itself off of a Turing test so much, I thought that you were going to be left leaving the theaters, like, questioning yourselves, like, what is the fundamental difference between a self-aware AI and a human? Like, what's the difference between human consciousness and AI consciousness that's indecipherable? Like, I thought we were going to leave the theater with these crazy, awesome questions in our mind, and it was going to make you rethink the way, like, that's what I was expecting, with the way that the movie was set up and the way they jerked off the Turing test so much. I thought that we were going to look at what fundamentally is consciousness, right? I thought but instead it just kind of ended up being like the robot tricks the dude, and like that's the movie. Like, I mean, which is okay. It was a good movie. It was dealt with pretty well. No, I mean, like, it was a good movie. Ex Machina was a good movie, but I thought it was going to be so much more, dude. I thought that movie was going to be an awesome philosophical movie on addressing the differences between, like, what makes a consciousness real and what's just an AI and what's the difference and is there a difference, like... Yeah, I don't know. I never saw Blade Runner. Edge of Tomorrow was surprisingly pretty decent. I never heard anything about it. Edge of Tomorrow just had Tom Cruise in it, and I just thought it was kind of like gonna be a meh action movie. But I watched it. I watched it on an airplane on one of my flights, on my international flights. I just was, fuck it. I saw it Edge of Tomorrow and I was like, ah, fuck it. But it was actually a lot better than I expected it to be. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be like a meh out of 10, like maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10. But I would say it was like it was a strong 6 or like maybe a decent 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10. Probably not that high, but it was actually like pretty good. Edge of Tomorrow was actually surprisingly good. I don't know what it is about Tom Cruise, but as much as you want to hate him for his crazy fucking Scientology bullshit or whatever other reasons you want to hate him for, like every movie he's in seems to do pretty well and to be pretty decent. What is the best philosophical movie? Ah, fuck, that's a good question. I don't know. What movie leaves you thinking the most at the end of the movie? I know I've seen some good ones, but I have to think about it. I'm not sure. A Beautiful Mind, Clockwork Orange. I think Inception is oh, this isn't a real rock. Fuck. Inception was pretty good. I thought... I don't know, dude. I didn't like Requiem for a Dream. I thought it was way too fucking edgy. I just didn't like it. Everything seemed so absurd and hyperbolic that I just couldn't enjoy it. I never watched Donnie Darko. Fight Club is interesting. I never saw Primer. Oh, Helichopper. Are we gonna get this one? The Prestige was a really good movie, but did it really leave you thinking? When I say leave you thinking, I mean like, when I think of like, what's a good philosophical movie, I'm thinking like, what's a movie that leaves you like questioning or re-examining some fundamental truth you have? Like, that's what I'm thinking when I'm thinking of like a good philosophical film, you know? Minority Report is a good one for leaving you thinking, I guess. Are you guys here? Oh god, this chopper's about to annihilate me. It's all over, dude. Keep up the great work, buddy. They're gonna shoot me because I bet they're jump checking. Who's the naked out there? Who's the naked out there right now? Fucking shoot him! Fucking shoot him! Did you see Iceman? Nope. You wanna know which movie I saw recently that I thought was gonna be super sick that actually sucked a ton of dicks? Was Bridge of Spies. Did anybody watch that movie? It was super boring and ultra pointless. I don't know what the fuck. I haven't seen any Guy Ritchie films. Nope. I saw Limitless. That was a pretty good movie. Limitless was actually really good. I liked Limitless. I didn't see Lucy. That concept looked stupid as fuck, though. Limitless dragged? What? Limitless dragged? No way. I haven't seen Castaway or The Terminal. Nope. What movies do I have downloaded that I think are good? Movies. Click. American Hustle was okay. The Batman films were good. Bridesmaids was pretty funny. Clerks was really good. District 9 was meh. Drag Me to Hell was... I liked Drag Me to Hell, actually. That movie was super sick. I really liked Drag Me to Hell. Little Miss Sunshine, meh, was okay. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was really funny. I liked that one a lot. The Lego Movie was really sick. What was my favorite of the 3 Batman movies? Whew. That's a hard question, because the problem with asking somebody what their favorite of the Christopher Nolan Batman movies are is that it forces them to actually think about them, and the more that you think about them, the more they start to absolutely fucking fall apart. The first movie was cool in that it was a pretty original reintroduction of the Batman character, which was nice. The second one was Heath Ledger, carried hardcore by Heath Ledger, which was cool. The third one had a lot of cool ideas, but the most glaring plot holes of any of the Batman films, like fuck. I don't know how people can like the Lego movie. The ending was so fucking lame. Really? I thought the ending was perfect. The way that everything worked together in the Lego movie was so good. I never saw The Revenant.
All this film talk. I need to know what movie you watch that makes you cry still.
Makes me cry? I don't know. What's like the most emotional movie? I don't know. Probably it's like Steins Gate. Does that count? Am I allowed to listen to anime? Steins Gate was one of my favorite animes of all time. Probably Steins Gate, Death Note, and Cowboy Bebop. Those would probably be easy top 3. And then for OVAs or movies, that Samurai X Trust and Betrayal, like a super, super, super high on the list. Nothing even comes close to it. Did you watch The Pianist? Yeah, that was an okay movie. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the song choice. When the guy walks in and sees the Jewish dude on the piano, I didn't like the song choice. I thought they could have picked a better song, but maybe I'm just like a real fucking shitter for liking. I don't remember if it was a classical piece or not. I think it was a Liszt piece? Fuck, I should know this. Oh, it's Chopin. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Well, I have to listen to the piece again. I just remember not liking it that much. I thought there were better, more emotional pieces they could have chosen. But I don't know, I could be wrong. It was all Chopin? No, not everything was Chopin in the movie. There were, I know at the very least Moonlight Sonata is played once, which is not Chopin. Dome skate, dude. Oh, the majority of the piano music used was Chopin? Oh, I guess it's possible. This must be like an early Chopin piece, is it? I don't. What is it? What's the actual? Was this his first one? Am I? Where am I? Like super music. Ballad number 1, Op 23. Did he write this very early on in his life? Like early on in his composition? Or was this written later on and I'm just totally talking out my ass? The reason why I say it's... How do I say it? It sounds like, the piece sounds like very classical in nature and that the composition itself feels very classical. But when you listen to... I don't know, there are some Chopin pieces that are they feel so much more romantic than this piece. But I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe this is written later in life and I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I feel like you can find Chopin pieces that are so romantic, so very firmly romantic, but this one sounds almost classical in terms of composition. During the composer's early years in Vienna, Chopin was a transitionary composer, I'm pretty sure, between classical and romantic, so if it was his early years, then yeah, sure, I don't... when was Rachmaninoff born? Ah, fuck, dude, I'm a piece of shit. I don't even know how to spell this guy's name. I'm sure if I just throw a bunch of letters in here, it'll spit it out. Died 1943. Oh, man, dude. Like, this... I feel like they could have used like such a heavier piece for this scene and it would have been so sick. I just don't like this piece at all. Like, I hate classical. I hate everything that came out of the classical era. Fucking Mozart, fucking Haydn was Baroque, but like, I don't know, like all of that music is just so fucking, ugh, I hate it all. But the transitionary stuff between classical and romantic and then romantic era piano pieces, are fucking so dank. If he would have fucking sat down, it's not in D minor. If he would have sat down in that scene and played some fucking shit, is this it? If he would have sat down and played some like fucking dark ass shit like this,